Hello, welcome back. If you're a returning viewer, hey, how's it going? Welcome back. If you're a new viewer, hey, I'm so glad you found our page and you're about to take this fun recipe journey with me. Today, we will be making a tasty treat that, spoiler alert, I thought was amazing. We are making perfect pita pizzas. I have 3 different styles that I will run through with you right now. Stay tuned, you'll see exactly how I created 3 different perfect pita pizzas. All right, our first pizza on the docket is prosciutto arugula pizza. This was my personal favorite of the 3. To start, let's begin by organizing and prepping our ingredients. I'm going to start off by chopping up some Monterey Jack cheese. Now, if you have mozzarella, if you have cheddar, if you are personally avoiding dairy for whatever reason, you can even use vegan cheese, or you can just skip the cheese entirely. But I feel it makes a big difference. So let's just go ahead and chop up our cheese. Next, we are going to lay out some prosciutto. I am just taking this pack of prosciutto and taking them apart, rolling them up, and putting them to the side. All right, it's assembly time. Let's go ahead and create our pita. So first, you're going to take your pita, lay it flat. Now cover it with pizza sauce. I'm using traditional pizza sauce, but you can use pesto, you can use garlic oil, you can use barbecue sauce, whatever you like. However, I'm sticking with the classic tomato sauce. Pour some onto your pita and spread it out with the back of a spoon. Next, let's layer on our cheese. Now, if you're feeling fancy, you can go ahead and shred up your cheese, but I just cut it into slices. It works just the same. And then we're going to follow that in with some beautiful sheets of prosciutto. Now, I'm using a lot because I absolutely adore this salty cured ham. And transfer that to a lined baking sheet. We're going to leave the arugula to the very end, and you'll see exactly why. All right, let's go ahead and move on to pita number 2. I'm making a meat lover style pizza. Let's start off the same way by prepping our ingredients. I'm starting off with chopping up this pepperoni stick, so I have these cute little pepperoni rounds. You can just go ahead and buy pizza pepperoni from the grocery store, but this is what I had on hand, and I want to use some ingredients from home. Next, let's go ahead and chop up our cheese. Again, I'm using spicy Monterey Jack. That's just what I had on hand and what I prefer to use. If you have mozzarella, go ahead, change up your cheeses. You can even shred it if you would like. Follow that up by chopping up 2 slices of bacon. I am not crumbling this, I'm cutting them into little slices, but you can crumble really crispy bacon if you would like, or you can use the crumbled bacon in the package. Now it's assembly time. Let's go ahead and create our pita pizza. Put your pita down on your cutting board. Cover the whole thing with sauce like I did before. Use the back of a spoon, makes life so much easier. And then start assembling. Let's go ahead and layer on our cheese first. Cover the whole pizza with that. Follow it up with our cute little mini pepperoni rounds. And then after that, I am going to throw on our bacon strips. Make sure you have a nice even layer. And then after that, I'm ripping up smaller pieces of prosciutto and putting that on top as well. Told you this was for a meat lover, and I am not going to disappoint you. I am going to finish this off with some Italian seasoning and some red pepper chili flakes. Now let's go ahead and put our pizza back onto a lined baking sheet. All right, time for pizza number 3. I'm going to make my take on a traditional calabrese pizza. So to start this off, again, we're going to organize our ingredients. Chop up some nice thick slices of tomato. Next, chop up your cheese. Traditionally, this is mozzarella cheese you're supposed to use, but I like the spicy kick of Monterey Jack. If you want to go more traditional, substitute it for mozzarella. Now, let's assemble our pizza. Go ahead and same process. Let's layer on some tomato sauce onto the pita. Follow that up with your cheese. And then layer on these beautiful slices of tomato. And to finish it off properly, we're going to add some fresh basil leaves. Now, if you don't have fresh basil leaves, you can always use the dried, but I find the fresh takes it to a whole new level. Go ahead, slide this onto another baking sheet because we're going to pop our pizzas in a 375-degree oven for about 10, maybe 15 minutes, depending on the strength of your oven, or until the cheese is nice and melted and the sides of the pizza is nice and crispy. All right, you remember how I said let's get back to the arugula? Now this is what you're going to do. Take your arugula, put some into a bowl, drizzle over olive oil, lemon juice, sprinkle salt and pepper on top, and just use your hands to mix it up because we're going to top our pizza with this arugula salad. Now, the wonderful thing about this is that the arugula starts to wilt a little bit because of the warmth of the pizza. Now, I'm just using a pizza wheel. Chop it the best you can. If you don't have a round pizza cutter, go ahead and just use a knife. If some of your arugula moves around, just add it back to the pizza or sneak a bite of it on its own. Oh my goodness, it absolutely makes the difference, and you're going to love it. All right, I'm going to jump ahead to our third pizza, and we're going to finish off this beautiful calabrese pizza. Go ahead and add a few more fresh basil leaves. I love the cooked down ones, but the fresh green of the new basil leaves just makes it so colorful and appetizing. Go ahead and cut this up. But don't forget, there's one more step. We need to drizzle on some balsamic reduction. You can actually make this at home if you have balsamic vinegar and sugar. Add equal parts to a pot, put it on low heat, and let it simmer and reduce about half until it is a thick sauce. This balsamic reduction 100% makes the pizza. All right, now I am jumping to the second pizza now, the meat lovers, but there's a good reason for this. Listen to this crunch. Now let's go ahead and plate up our pizzas and enjoy. Trust me, these pita pizzas are fantastic if you want to cut down a little bit on the carbs and the fat, but if you want to customize these pizzas to your flavor or taste, that's the best part about it. It's fully customizable. You can use ingredients from your fridge or things you've bought at the grocery store. Go ahead, get wild, and enjoy these beautiful pita pizzas.